Good evening, a warm welcome to State of Business RTV's Prime Time News Bulletin. You're with me, Ruksha Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Proposals underway to establish a police and criminal justice university in the region, states Prime Minister. And IMF completes third review of Sri Lanka's extended fund facility arrangement. And today on Top Stories, the Medical Legal Society of Sri Lanka celebrated its 80th anniversary celebrations, which was graced by chief guest Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, Speaker of Parliament Karo Jayasuriya and many other professionals in Colombo last evening. The Medical Legal Society has brought the medical, legal, scientific and law enforcement professionals together since 1937, creating a combined forum that has benefited the criminal justice system in Sri Lanka. The society has enabled its members and even non-members to improve and advance their knowledge in legal, scientific fields.
You must uphold the rule of law. And when you uphold the rule of law, then it becomes effective, especially in the field of criminal law, when you ensure that crimes don't take place. To ensure that crimes are detected, and the more crimes you detected, then you can also ensure there's prevention of crime. After all, prevention of crime is the main objective. But to go into prevention of crime, you need to have the detection of crime. So that is important. And similarly, the rule of law means that the law has to be applied impartially to everyone in the civil jurisdiction too. The test of the rule of law is those who have violated the rule of law, those who have disregarded the rights of people, those who have locked up people, finally has to resort to court when they are no longer in power to uphold their own rights. So that has been the final test of the rule of law in any democratic society. And we ourselves have to take cognizance of this. The government itself has dedicated itself, President Maithripala Sirisena, the ministers and myself, to ensure the law is upheld, that the law is enforced, and happy that there is more detection of crime taking place. And I hope we can go to the next level of the prevention of crime. There is much more to be done even in the legal sphere, where still the law's delays play an important role in diluting the effectiveness of justice. Nevertheless, we are taking on the new technology.
Speaking further during the ceremony, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe noted that the government is putting together proposals for the establishment of a police and criminal justice university, which is a first of its kind in the region.
Now we have to ensure that the police force is a modern one and it can meet the needs of the second and the third decade of this century. Similarly, the medical profession and its application in the field of law. Therefore, the government is now putting together proposals for the establishment of a police and criminal justice university, the first of its kind in the region, which will enable medical, legal, police personnel and even other personnel to follow courses in the wide field of police and criminal justice. That means working together in this field of forensic medicine. Lordship referred to the fact that we have certain focal points like this society, which brings them together. But this will ensure regular cooperation and interaction. And if all of them have to go through the same university, sometimes the same courses, it will only increase that interaction.
See you after this break. Welcome back. The International Monetary Fund yesterday stated that its executive board had completed the third review of Sri Lanka's extended fund facility arrangement, which enables the disbursement of approximately $251.4 million. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund on December 6, 2017 completed the third review of Sri Lanka's economic performance under the program supported by a 3-year extended arrangement under the Extended Fund Facility Arrangement. Issuing a statement following the third review, the IMF Executive Board stated that Sri Lanka's fiscal performance has been satisfactory and all targets until September were met. The board also stated that while the authorities met fiscal targets and legislated income tax reforms, further consolidation is necessary given Sri Lanka's high debt burden and large gross financing needs. The government's reform program supported by the IMF aims to reduce fiscal deficit, rebuild foreign exchange reserves and introduce a simpler, more equitable tax system to restore macroeconomic stability and promote inclusive growth. According to the IMF Executive Board, the new Inland Revenue Act will make the tax system more efficient and equitable and generate resources for social and development programs. The review concluded that further build-up of international reserves under greater exchange rate flexibility will help reduce Sri Lanka's external vulnerability. Sri Lanka's 3-year extended arrangement was approved on June 3, 2016 for approximately $1.45 billion. The total disbursements made in the 3 tranches under the EFF arrangement amount to approximately $759.9 million. Meanwhile, following the Executive Board's discussion of the review, the Acting Chair and Deputy Managing Director stated that Sri Lanka's performance under the fund-supported program has remained broadly on track since the second review. Now let's take a look at a few more stories in brief. Exclusive Lines recently took the initiative to introduce a new app that offers customers the convenience of scoring and tracking loyalty points with a near-field communication tap system for the first time in Sri Lanka. This new app is now available on Google Play and Windows and will be available on iOS by mid of December. Exclusive Lines has led the charge for premium quality branded products in Sri Lanka for over 20 years and represents several international luxury brands and over 50 international brands for fragrance, skincare and cosmetics. Play Expo, Sri Lanka's premier digital entertainment and technology expo in Sri Lanka, began in Colombo today. The 3-day exhibition is organized by Gamer.lk, the leader in esports in Sri Lanka, and powered by Dialogue Gaming. Play Expo is organized with the aim of introducing innovations and technologies for the Sri Lankan general public and covers many areas of today's high-end technology which will cater to every age group. Let's take a look at the stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a mixed note today. The All-Share Price Index dropped 7.74 points to close at 6,375.21 and the S&P SL 20 gained 0.54 points to close at 3,713.15. The turnover was 820.7 million rupees and 12.2 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at today's Forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Biz Roundup. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Good night.